I'm with Rami Avidan. He's the Group CEO of Wyless Group. Now, Rami, you want to tell me a little bit about your business?
Yeah, we are what is called an MVNE, which stands for an enabler.
Right.
An MVN
Mobile
enabler.
Virtual Enabler.
Correct.
Yeah? Wow.
So really what we do is that we enable information. And what does that mean is that we help companies who have remote devices anywhere in the world connect to those devices, control those devices, and retrieve information from those devices. So that's really what we do. And to be able to do that, we have a couple of functions. One obviously is that we provide a pipe, a physical pipe. So we connect into all of the operators globally. And with that pipe, we can then access those devices in the field. Simple SIM card sits in a device. We connect to that device. We can now take control of that device. So that's the first part of what we offer. We then offer a software platform that enables to connect to these devices and control the flow of information. So let's assume that it's an ambulance transmitting data of a patient in an ambulance. So for example, what kind of blood type does he have? What is his lung capacity like? How is his liver? All of this data is transmitted to the hospital as they're traveling towards the hospital. We then build that information into the hospital's ERP solution. So the doctors and the nurses on their PDAs get up, okay, patient X comes in, he has this kind of blood type, we need to prepare this blood type before he comes in.
So you do a lot of customization, or this is using products and configuring them?
This is an open platform with open APIs where we don't need any customization whatsoever. So in this case, the system integrator will take our APIs and integrate it into their existing infrastructure. It's really that simple.
Okay, your clients then are operators or they're enterprises? Or they're both?
Most of our customers are actually what is called ASPs, application service providers.
Right.
So someone who delivers an application in a specific vertical. Okay.
Do you have some examples you can run through?
Absolutely.
Real life examples?
Absolutely right. One of our customers is ABB. Are you familiar with ABB? A big Swiss-Swedish industrial conglomerate. Right. In this instance, it's ABB Robotics. And ABB Robotics have thousands of robots globally. So their production facility is in Sweden. And what they do is they assemble the robot there and then they ship these robots anywhere in the world. It can be to a cigarette factory in China, it can be to a car manufacturing plant in the US or South Africa, wherever they are. Now, ABB wanted to be able to control all of these devices. How do they do that? How do they actually control these devices in all of these different parts of the world? Well, they needed to have direct links into these robots. Now, they could have asked the plants for a LAN connection. So, which means that they are dependent on the factory providing them with a LAN connection. And they're also dependent on someone not unplugging that connection. Right. So they wanted to pre-enable these robots with a connectivity device. So what we did was we came in and gave them the ability to have a global coverage through our infrastructure of partnership with all the operators. And then we also help them to integrate that information that the robot is sending through our platform into their own platform. Now, what did that actually do to ABB? It gave them two things. The first thing it did, it drove down their costs, because instead of now having to send an engineer to China, to the cigarette factory when the robot is feeling poorly, they could actually do OTA, over-the-air updates. Right. The second thing that they could do is they could drive new revenue, because they could sell SLAs. So they could now tell the Chinese factory that, you know what, if you pay me 10 euros extra a month, or whatever the sum is, we will guarantee that the robot has 99.999% uptime. So they could lower the cost and increase revenue. That's really what we do.
Okay, and how long have you been doing this?
Well, the company is now 5 years old.
Okay.
And I would say that it's only in the last 18 to 24 months where we've actually gone into delivering this managed services. You know, everyone in this space started selling data only, right? You connect it to an operator and you ask to be able to buy for 10 and sell for 12. And so you made a 20% margin.
Sure. Right.
Then you realize that there is very little value in reselling data. So you have to provide some sort of value-add services to these partners and customers. So that's when we started moving into managed services, delivering a complete solution for various open verticals.
What are the most successful or promising industry segments?
Well, the verticals that we are focused on are business critical applications. So one is obviously the medical vertical. where we do everything from ambulance communication to monitoring heart, whatever they're called. I forgot the name now. In any case, you forgot the name too.
Actually, I've got it's on the tip of my tongue as
yeah,
well.
no, exactly. Financial pacemakers, exactly right. So basically, we have a US company that provides a little. It looks like a half of an iPhone actually, and you have it in your pocket, and it sort of communicates with your pacemaker, and then it sends that information to a central server where your doctor can monitor you live wherever you are in the world. So you might be on a trip somewhere to China, wherever you might be, and it will then transmit that information back to you. So that's one vertical. Another vertical that we're big in is, of course, the financial transaction market, where we do a lot of the backup facilities for the banks. People don't know this, but if you go into a cash point to take out money, that cash point today, to an 85% accuracy, have two connections into it. One fixed line connection and one wireless. Because the banks lose tremendous amount of money if the cash point doesn't work whenever someone wants to come and take money out. So they want to be able to have us as a backbone. So we provide a lot of that kind of information. And then of course it's the telematics, as in any moving vehicle, any moving device that we help connect.
Okay, well, it seems to make a lot of sense. What's your own background? How did you end up into
it's a very good question.
company?
Well, I actually was one of the co-founders of this organization 5 years ago.
Right.
And I was at the board. I was sitting at the board, and I just took over as CEO of this company in September of 2008. So I've just been here now, well, almost 6 months. Prior to that, I've started many different companies. I started ventures in Spain, where we did what then was called locutorios, and every people in Spain will know what they are. They're basically small shops where you can go in and go onto the internet or make phone calls, or you can go buy scratch cards. And we had 500 of those shops all over Spain, actually.
Okay.
And then I went into security, so I did software security, what is called DLP, data leak prevention. Things such as content filtering, rights management, and I floated that company last year. And then it was time to get into something new, and Wyless was really up and coming. So the board asked if I wanted to become the CEO, and so here I am.
Oh, absolutely brilliant! So this is your first time at the show?
This is the first time at the show, yeah.
Wow. Okay.
yeah.
So what do you think? What's the impression?
Well, I came last night. So I had a couple of meetings in my hotel this morning, and now I'm here. So I haven't seen much, but it looks fantastic. I'm very happy to be here.
Okay, so I should ask you at the end of the week then, yeah?
Exactly right. Well, actually, I leave already tomorrow. So I'm in and out.
All right. Well, we're lucky to have your time. Really appreciate it.
Yeah.
Very nice to meet you.
Thank you. Thank you so much for your time. Excellent.